Hello everyone. Every year, millions of tons of pollock fish are harvested with an estimated value of up to $1.9 billion. But behind this huge number are challenging journeys at sea. Let's explore the Alaska pollock fishing industry, where technology, rough seas, and survival intersect. Alaska pollock, Gadus chalcogrammus, is a species of fish belonging to the cod family, capable of growing up to 90 centimeters in length, though they typically measure between 30 and 50 centimeters, and weigh between 0.5 to 1.5 kilograms. They have distinctive speckled coloring that helps them camouflage on the ocean floor to avoid predators. Alaska pollock grows quickly and has a short lifespan of about 12 years. Which helps them regenerate rapidly and maintain a stable population in the wild. They begin to reproduce at 3 to 4 years old and are highly fertile, allowing each generation to replace aging or harvested individuals within just a few years. Alaska pollock predominantly lives in the North Pacific Ocean, with the highest density found in the Bering Sea. They school in large groups at depths ranging from 100 to 300 meters. Though they can sometimes be found in deeper waters. Their diet varies with age. Juvenile pollock feed on zooplankton and small fish, while adults primarily eat other fish. Including juvenile pollock. This species plays a crucial role in the marine food chain, providing nourishment for various animals such as Steller sea lions, other fish species, and seabirds. The Alaska pollock fishing industry is currently well developed and large-scale, mainly in the United States and Russia. According to NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, statistics, in 2023, Alaska pollock landings from the Bering Sea and Gulf of Alaska totaled over 1.4 million tons, about 3 billion pounds. With a market value of $525 million. The main products derived from pollock are surimi imitation crab, pollock roe, and pollock fillets, with nearly half of the production being fillets. The Alaska pollock fishing industry is tightly regulated based on scientific assessments of resources. The allocation of catch quotas and strict monitoring have helped maintain the sustainability of the species. Proper management has also minimized bycatch, especially of salmon, by using special devices to filter salmon out of pollock nets. Thanks to this, the industry is considered one of the best examples of sustainable fisheries management globally. Currently, 3 main methods are used to harvest Alaska pollock: trawl nets, gill nets, and bottom long lines. Trawl nets are one of the most common and effective methods for harvesting large amounts of pollock in a single haul. This method uses a large cone-shaped net towed through deep ocean waters, particularly in the midwater layers where pollock live. Trawl nets can be adjusted to cover vast areas, allowing fishermen to harvest large quantities of fish in a single pass, making it economically efficient. However, despite its effectiveness in terms of yield, trawl fishing can have negative impacts on marine habitats, especially the ocean floor. Trawling can accidentally catch unwanted species and damage the benthic ecosystem if not used correctly. To minimize this impact, fishing areas have been closely managed through seasonal closures during fish spawning periods and restrictions on trawling in sensitive areas. This management process not only helps protect marine resources but also ensures that fishing does not severely harm the natural environment. Gill nets are another method used to catch Alaska pollock, and they offer notable environmental advantages over trawl nets. Unlike trawl nets, gill nets do not touch the ocean floor, but are instead dropped between water layers where pollock swim and move. The nets are designed to entangle fish as they swim through, with minimal impact on the benthic ecosystem. This method has less effect on species living on the ocean floor, helping to protect the natural marine environment effectively. However, gill netting is not without its risks, if not used properly. Gill nets can unintentionally catch other marine animals, particularly sea lions and other fish species. To reduce this risk, fishermen often use measures such as restricting the net size and deploying deterrent devices to minimize bycatch. Additionally, regulations on fishing areas and the timing of gill net use help mitigate negative impacts on marine life. Bottom long lines are a relatively simple but highly effective method, particularly for species like Alaska pollock. This method uses long lines dropped to the ocean floor, equipped with baited hooks to attract pollock. With bottom long lines, the impact on the environment is nearly negligible because this method does not come into direct contact with marine life in the midwater or benthic layers. This helps protect other marine species and reduces the risk of damage to the ecosystem. Bottom long lines can be used to harvest pollock without disturbing the ocean floor or causing harm to other species' habitats. By using appropriate bait and techniques, fishermen can efficiently catch fish without harming non-target species. However, to ensure that this method remains environmentally friendly, strict regulations on the deployment of long lines, baiting procedures, and hook checks are in place, ensuring sustainable pollock harvesting. Thus, each fishing method has its own advantages and limitations, but all are carefully managed to ensure that Alaska pollock fishing is not only efficient, but also sustainable, protecting the marine ecosystem and other marine species. Once Alaska pollock is harvested, the processing begins with preservation and initial preparation on board the vessels to ensure freshness. The fish is typically frozen rapidly to preserve its quality and is then transported to processing plants. Here, the fish may be cut into fillets, processed into surimi, imitation crab, or made into ready-to-eat products such as fish cakes, fried fish, or fast food items. These products are widely exported and become key ingredients in the food industry, especially in fast foods like fish sandwiches or fried fish dishes. In terms of nutritional value, Alaska pollock is a high-quality protein source, low in fat and rich in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B12, and minerals like selenium and phosphorus. These characteristics make Alaska pollock an ideal food for a healthy diet, supporting cardiovascular health and boosting the immune system. Welcome to the world of cobia farming, a revolution in aquaculture. But is it truly the ultimate fish, or just an overhyped trend? Let's dive in. Let's. Cobia Rachicentron canadum is one of the most economically valuable tropical marine fish with great potential in aquaculture. With its fast growth rate, premium quality meat, and adaptability to offshore farming, cobia has gained increasing investment from various countries for large-scale farming. In the wild, cobia can grow up to 2 meters long and weigh up to 68 kilograms. But in aquaculture conditions, they are usually harvested at 6 to 10 kilograms for optimal economic efficiency. Cobia possesses many outstanding traits that make it an ideal fish for aquaculture. First, it has a rapid growth rate, reaching 6 to 8 kilograms within just 1 to 1.5 years, reducing harvest time and maximizing profits for farmers. Additionally, its white, boneless, nutrient-rich and delicious meat makes it a premium seafood choice in Japan, the US, and Europe. Furthermore, cobia's resilience to harsh marine environments allows it to thrive in offshore cage systems, reducing pressure on coastal areas and minimizing environmental impact. Cobia is one of the fastest growing fish species with high farming efficiency. Global production ranges from 50,000 to 60,000 tons per year and is expected to increase due to rising market demand. This species has a feed conversion ratio, FCR, of approximately 1.8 to 1, meaning 1.8 kilograms of feed is needed to produce 1 kilogram of fish biomass, which is relatively efficient in aquaculture. To achieve optimal growth, cobia's diet typically contains about 44.5% protein, and up to 40% of fish meal can be replaced with soybean meal without affecting growth rates. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, China and Taiwan were the top cobia-producing nations, accounting for 80.6% of global production in 2004. In Taiwan, about 80% of marine cage systems are used to farm this species, primarily for export to Japan. Vietnam is also a major cobia producer, with an output of approximately 1,500 tons in 2008. Additionally, the US, Mexico, Panama, Puerto Rico, and the Bahamas are heavily investing in offshore cobia farming due to its high economic potential. Now let's take a closer look at how cobia farms operate. Cobia farming requires meticulous preparation, from broodstock selection and nursery phases to grow out and harvesting. To achieve high productivity and quality, farmers must follow strict procedures, optimize environmental conditions, and carefully manage nutrition. Cobia farming begins with selecting high-quality broodstock. Healthy adult fish weighing 8 to 10 kilograms are either wild-caught or raised in specialized ponds. Before being introduced into spawning tanks, they undergo thorough health checks, saltwater baths to remove parasites, and nutritional supplementation with high-protein feeds such as sardines, squid, or specialized formulated diets. Cobia can spawn year-round under controlled temperature conditions, 26 to 28 degrees Celsius. Their eggs float on the water's surface and are collected using fine mesh nets before being transferred to specialized incubation tanks. Only high-quality eggs, shiny and free of deformities, proceed to the next stage. After hatching, cobia larvae are raised in nursery tanks with a recirculating water system and supplemented with microalgae to stabilize the environment. During the first 3 to 7 days, larvae require live feeds like rotifers and artemia to ensure high survival rates. From days 15 to 25, juvenile fish are gradually weaned onto high-protein formulated feeds to support rapid growth and strengthen their immune system. Stocking density plays a crucial role in juvenile development. Overcrowding can slow growth and increase disease risks due to poor water quality. Therefore, farmers maintain an optimal stocking density of about 5 to 10 fish per litre in the early stages, gradually reducing it as the fish grow. After 6 to 8 weeks, when the juveniles reach 10 to 15 centimetres, about 100 to 600 grams, they are ready to be transferred to grow-out ponds or sea cages. This transition is critical as environmental changes can stress the fish and lower survival rates. To minimize stress, fish are often mildly sedated with clove oil before transport. Market-sized cobia are typically raised in brackish water ponds or offshore sea cages, depending on farm conditions. In offshore cage systems, strong water currents provide natural oxygenation and waste removal, reducing environmental pollution. In Vietnam, Taiwan and China, most cobia are raised in floating cages with diameters ranging from 6 to 20 meters, anchored securely. Diet plays a crucial role in cobia's growth. While they are omnivorous, they grow best on a diet rich in protein, at least 44.5%. And lipids, 15 to 18%. Their primary feed sources include fresh fish, such as herring, sardines, and squid, promotes rapid weight gain. Industrial pellet feeds containing fish meal, soybean meal, fish oil, and vitamin. Mineral supplements to enhance immunity. Cobia are fed 2 to 3 times per day, with feed amounts equivalent to 5 to 7% of their body weight. Once they exceed 4 kilograms, feed portions are reduced to 2 to 3% of body weight to maintain health and prevent feed wastage. A major challenge during this stage is disease management. Common issues include enteritis, nephrocalcinosis, and skin parasites. To mitigate risks, farmers must monitor water quality regularly, conduct routine health checks, and implement preventive measures such as supplementing garlic or vitamin C in the diet. After approximately 12 to 18 months, when cobia reach 6 to 10 kilograms, they are ready for harvest. Proper harvesting techniques are crucial to maintaining meat quality. Before harvesting, fish are typically starved for 24 hours to purge their digestive system and reduce any fishy odor in the meat. Two common harvesting methods include net hauling, used in ponds or high-density cages. Fish are carefully netted to minimize stress and physical damage. Water pump harvesting, used in large-scale farms, allowing for quick and stress-free fish transport. After harvest, cobia are immediately chilled at 0 to 4 degrees Celsius to preserve freshness. For export, they are processed under specialized protocols, including packing in ice-filled containers or freezing fillets to meet international standards. Cobia farming is a highly promising industry with significant economic benefits. However, success requires investment in technology, strict adherence to farming protocols, and a deep understanding of the species biology. With advancements in offshore aquaculture technology and increasing global demand, cobia is set to become one of the leading species in the seafood industry in the coming years. Norway, the land of snow-covered mountains and deep fjords, where nature is not only a masterpiece, but also the cradle of the world's largest salmon farming industry. Each year, Norway produces over 1.53 million tons of salmon, accounting for more than 50% of the global Atlantic salmon supply. With a total export value reaching $11.9 billion in 2023, Norwegian salmon is not only a valuable source of nutrition, but also a treasure that brings prosperity to the country. But what makes Norway the ideal place to farm this legendary fish? Norwegian salmon is more than just food. It is a story of harmony between nature, science, and human dedication. Let's explore their extraordinary journey from the cold, oxygen-rich waters of the Atlantic Ocean to luxurious dining tables around the world. Green aquaculture technology helps us better understand the journey of millions of tons of Norwegian salmon. Depending on production purposes, the farming process may vary. For salmon raised for meat, care and harvesting methods focus on optimizing growth rate and meat quality. Meanwhile, salmon farmed for roe requires special care to ensure the highest quality eggs for processing into canned, salted salmon roe. Salmon farming begins with collecting eggs from healthy female salmon. These eggs are harvested manually to ensure they remain undamaged during extraction. After collection, the eggs are carefully sorted using feathers to remove any that do not meet quality standards. Only firm, uniform eggs with consistent size and color are kept for incubation. The salmon eggs are then placed in specialized hatching tanks where clean water and gentle currents are maintained to mimic natural conditions. After approximately 30 to 60 days, the embryos develop into eyed eggs. A crucial stage indicating they are ready to hatch. Once hatched, the young salmon still carry a yolk sac, which provides them with natural nutrients, allowing them to survive the first few weeks without external feeding. As the yolk sac depletes, the young salmon enter the fry stage and begin consuming nutrient-rich industrial feed. They are raised in low-density freshwater environments to reduce stress and promote healthy development. By autumn, when they reach a size of 13 to 15 centimeters, the juvenile salmon are transported from freshwater facilities to large sea cages in deep, oxygen-rich waters. In the marine environment, salmon are raised in spacious net pens that allow them to swim naturally, replicating wild conditions. Advanced technology, including water quality sensors and surveillance camera systems, optimizes the farming process. Ensuring rapid growth, minimal disease, and an ideal harvest weight of 5 to 6 kilograms. When the salmon reach optimal size, harvesting follows strict standards to maintain the highest meat quality. The fish are carefully lifted from the sea cages and stunned using electrical shock or rapid chilling to minimize stress. They are then immediately processed in sterile conditions to preserve freshness and quality. Beyond meat harvesting, female salmon raised for roe undergo a specialized care process. Not all salmon can be selected for roe production. From the beginning, these female salmon are kept in clean, oxygen-rich water and provided with a special diet to ensure their eggs meet the highest quality standards. When they reach reproductive maturity, experts assess egg development using ultrasound or small sample testing, evaluating color, elasticity, and size. Only those with premium quality eggs proceed to the harvesting stage. At harvest time, the salmon are placed in cold water, 0 to 2 degrees Celsius, to slow metabolism, preserving the egg's natural texture and minimizing damage during extraction. Instead of the traditional gutting method, eggs are collected using a manual stripping technique that requires precision to avoid damage while maintaining their shape and elasticity. Once harvested, the eggs are immediately rinsed with sterilized seawater or a mild saline solution to remove impurities and the natural mucus coating. After cleaning, the salmon roe undergoes a strict sorting process based on criteria such as uniform size, vibrant color, transparency, and elasticity. Only the highest quality eggs continue to the salting process, while lower grade eggs are discarded or used in other products. Salting is one of the most crucial steps in determining the quality and flavor of salmon roe. Various methods are used depending on market preferences and brand requirements. The most common technique involves soaking the roe in a 3 to 5% brine solution for 2 to 3 hours, allowing a natural absorption of salt without compromising texture. For premium products, dry curing is used, where the eggs are gently mixed with pure salt and stored in a cold environment for gradual absorption. Some producers combine both methods and then age the roe in cold storage for several days to enhance its deep, refined flavor. Once the desired taste is achieved, the roe undergoes a final quality check before packaging. It is sealed in tin cans, glass jars, or vacuum-sealed bags to preserve freshness. Some brands add a layer of vegetable oil or butter to prevent oxidation, maintaining the roe's bright color and rich taste. Before shipment, every container is scanned using X-ray technology to detect impurities and ensure product integrity. Finally, the roe is stored at -2 degrees Celsius to 2 degrees Celsius, ensuring peak freshness upon reaching consumers. Canned salmon roe is a luxury item with high international market value. Prices vary based on origin, processing methods, and brand prestige. Standard grade roe typically costs between $40 to $80 per kilogram. While premium imports from Japan, Russia, or Norway can reach $150 to $200 per kilogram. Organic, preservative-free varieties can sell for as much as $300 per kilogram. With its delicate taste and rich nutritional value, salmon roe is a prized ingredient in gourmet dishes such as sushi, sashimi, caviar, topped bread, and pairings with butter and fine wine. The production of canned salmon roe is not just a promising industry, but an art requiring meticulous attention to detail. Every step, from selecting salmon, harvesting eggs, processing and storage, must adhere to the highest standards to create a luxurious, ocean-inspired delicacy. But what happens to the salmon after egg extraction? Once roe harvesting is complete, the female salmon's body remains nutritionally valuable and is not wasted. These salmon, along with non-reproductive males, are sent to processing plants to produce fillets and other salmon products. Upon arrival at the factory, salmon undergoes an initial reception and quality inspection. Workers assess the size, color, and firmness of the flesh, discarding any fish that do not meet the standards. A system of water pumps and conveyor belts ensures gentle transportation, preventing scratches or any damage that could compromise the meat quality. To maintain optimal meat quality, salmon is stunned using electrical or mechanical methods to minimize stress. Workers then perform bleeding to remove blood. Ensuring the fish's flesh maintains an appealing color and does not develop an off-putting odor. This process is carried out swiftly to optimize the handling time for each fish. Once cleaned, the salmon moves on to the filleting stage. Automatic filleting machines use sharp blades to cut the fish into 2 large fillets. With skin removal as an optional step. Workers then inspect the fillets and use specialized tweezers to remove any remaining small bones. Some factories incorporate X-ray scanning systems to detect any leftover bones, ensuring consumer safety. The fillets are then classified based on color, thickness, and weight. Those meeting the required standards proceed to the next stage, while substandard portions may be used to produce other salmon-based products such as salmon flakes, salmon sausages, or salmon oil. To preserve freshness, the filleted salmon is subjected to individual quick freezing, IQF. At -40 degrees Celsius. This advanced freezing technology rapidly freezes the fish without causing dehydration or compromising the meat's texture. After freezing, the salmon is vacuum packed or packed using modified atmosphere packaging, MAPI, to extend shelf life. Products are available in various packaging formats depending on customer requirements, ranging from whole fillets and pre-sliced portions to small, convenient cuts for restaurants and supermarkets. Once the packaging process is complete, the products are stored in cold storage before distribution. The salmon may be supplied to domestic markets or exported to Japan, the United States, Europe, and many other countries. A large-scale processing plant can handle hundreds of tons of salmon per day, with export volumes reaching thousands of tons per year. Every step undergoes strict quality control to ensure that each piece of salmon reaching consumers retains its natural flavor and highest nutritional value. After the fresh and well-prepared salmon fillets are processed, some are packaged and shipped to meet market demand. However, to create higher-end products, a portion of the salmon fillets undergoes a special processing method, smoking. Smoking not only extends the shelf life of the salmon, but also enhances its distinct, delicious aroma, which is widely loved. So, how is smoked salmon produced in the factory? Let's explore the process. Smoked salmon is one of the most luxurious delicacies enjoyed worldwide. From high-end banquets in Europe to fine dining restaurants in Asia, smoked salmon is a symbol of sophistication and quality. Its rich, buttery flavor combined with a subtle, smoky aroma makes it an essential ingredient in gourmet cuisine. For thousands of years, smoking has been an essential food preservation method used by Native Americans and Scandinavians. It was present in ancient Greek and Roman cuisine and became popular in medieval Europe. In the 7th century, Poland recorded the first smoking factory, and by the 19th century, the industry boomed in the US, particularly on the West Coast with Pacific salmon. During World War II, smoking techniques improved to extend the shelf life of fish, but overfishing nearly drove salmon to extinction, leading to protective laws. Today, smoked salmon is not only a premium food, but also a global culinary symbol known for its distinctive flavor and long shelf life due to smoking and salting processes. At one of the world's largest smoked salmon processing plants, tons of salmon are processed daily in a closed-loop system, ensuring the highest quality before reaching consumers. Every step is executed with absolute precision, from raw material reception to final packaging, ready for export worldwide. The process begins with selecting the finest salmon, typically weighing between 2 to 4 kilograms. Upon arrival at the factory, the salmon is inspected to ensure there are no signs of spoilage or contamination. Next, the fish is cleaned, gutted, and filleted. Workers use sharp knives to cut along the fish's body, separating 2 large fillets from the backbone. After deboning, tweezers are used to remove any remaining pin bones, ensuring a completely boneless product. Following the initial processing, the salmon moves to the salting stage, a crucial step for preservation and flavor development. There are 2 main curing methods: dry curing and wet brining. In dry curing, salt is directly applied to the fish's surface and left for 1 to 24 hours. In wet brining, the fish is soaked in a salt and sugar solution for 6 to 10 hours. Sugar is added to balance the saltiness and help retain moisture. After curing, the salmon is rinsed to remove excess salt. Between the 2 methods, brining is found to produce softer salmon with twice the moisture content of dry-cured fish. Dry-cured salmon has a firmer texture due to lower water activity. Both types still have significantly lower moisture content than fresh salmon. Next comes the drying phase, where the salmon develops a pellicle, a natural protective layer that locks in moisture and allows the smoke to adhere evenly. In modern factories, salmon is dried using air circulation systems for about 30 minutes, whereas traditional methods require 1 to 3 hours of natural drying at room temperature. The most crucial step in the process is smoking. There are 2 main smoking methods: hot smoking and cold smoking. In hot smoking, salmon is placed in an oven at temperatures between 65 degrees Celsius and 71 degrees Celsius, cooking the fish completely and giving it a firmer texture. This process takes 1 to 3 hours, depending on fillet thickness. In contrast, cold smoking occurs at temperatures below 27 degrees Celsius for up to 24 hours, preserving the salmon's soft texture and vibrant color. Factories often use sawdust from maple, cherry, or applewood to impart a distinctive aroma. Smoke production is carefully controlled by extinguishing flames with water to generate consistent smoke without cooking the fish. After smoking, the salmon is cooled and undergoes another quality inspection. Workers remove any substandard parts, carefully extract remaining pin bones, and use specialized machines to skin the fillets. The salmon is then chilled at -3 degrees Celsius to firm up, making slicing easier. The fillets are thinly sliced to about 2 mm thickness, resulting in smooth, elegant pieces of smoked salmon. Once processing is complete, the smoked salmon is packaged under strict procedures to maintain quality and extend shelf life. The product is packed in a sterile environment to minimize bacterial contamination and spoilage. Typically, smoked salmon is vacuum sealed to remove oxygen, preventing microbial growth while preserving flavor and texture for a long period. Higher-end products use modified atmosphere packaging, MAP, where oxygen is replaced with nitrogen or other gas mixtures to maintain freshness and extend shelf life. And due to high-temperature processing, smoked salmon can be stored long-term without artificial preservatives. Depending on packaging and storage methods, its shelf life ranges from 6 months to a year. Smaller-scale producers often supply fresh, smoked salmon, which undergoes shorter heat treatments, resulting in a shorter shelf life and requiring refrigeration to maintain quality. By combining modern technology with traditional expertise, smoked salmon retains its nutritional value while offering a rich, distinctive flavor. It is truly a refined delicacy, crafted with meticulous attention to detail to deliver an exceptional culinary experience. The high price of smoked salmon is mainly due to weight loss during processing. Fresh salmon costs around $8 to $20 per pound, but after salting and smoking, its weight decreases by 16 to 18%, driving up the final price. Additionally, only about 50% of a salmon's weight is edible, as the head, skin, and bones are removed. For example, a 30-pound salmon yields only about 12 pounds of smoked salmon, increasing the retail price to $30 to $50 per pound. Smoked salmon is a versatile ingredient found in many cuisines, but one of the most popular ways to enjoy it is on a bagel, especially in North America. In cities like New York and Philadelphia, smoked salmon, often called Nova when sourced from Nova Scotia, is thinly sliced and placed on a soft bagel with rich cream cheese, red onions, capers, and a squeeze of lemon for extra zest. The combination of the buttery salmon, slight saltiness, crisp onions, and tangy lemon makes this dish a beloved breakfast or snack across North America.